Let me guess, you've heard that vitamin C is basically the holy grail of anti-aging skincare. Brighter skin, more even tone, antioxidant protection. So then you tried it and your skin freaked out. Maybe you got pimples, maybe it got irritated, or maybe that expensive serum that you bought turned orange in a month. And I feel like in dermatology, something that's not discussed enough is, yes, you can get tons of amazing benefits from topical vitamin C, but it's not the only way to get those benefits. So today I'm going to walk you through 4 ingredients that can help you get those similar results. Brighter skin, more even tone, antioxidant protection, but maybe without all of the drama of vitamin C. And if you love your vitamin C and it works great for you, stick around anyway, because layering some of these ingredients with your vitamin C is going to give you enhanced results. If you're new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you. My name is Dr. Sam Ellis. I'm a board-certified dermatologist and I practice in the San Francisco Bay Area. And the whole reason I created this YouTube channel was to help reach and teach more people about their hair and skin so that you not only understand it, but also can find products and procedures to help you get the best results. So if you like that type of content, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you give this video a thumbs up. Okay, let's get into some amazing vitamin C alternatives. I do want to talk briefly about why vitamin C gets so much hype in the first place. Because once you understand what vitamin C is doing in your skin, it's also going to help you understand why these alternatives may also work for you. First and foremost, vitamin C is an antioxidant, and antioxidants have a very important role in your skin and in your skincare. They work to neutralize or disarm very disruptive molecules in your skin called free radicals that are created by things like UV radiation, pollution, stress, and your normal cellular metabolism. If these free radicals are not neutralized and left to their own devices, they can damage your collagen, your skin cells, and lead to things like dullness, hyperpigmentation, and skin thinning over time. When I'm talking to patients, I describe antioxidants like the bouncers in your skin. They intercept these potentially damaging molecules so that they cannot wreak havoc. They are highly protective and a pretty crucial part of a comprehensive anti-aging skincare routine. The other main benefit of vitamin C in skincare is that it inhibits an enzyme called tyrosinase, which is responsible for producing melanin or pigment within the skin. And that is why vitamin C is not only touted for its antioxidant protection, but also its ability to brighten and lighten dark spots and even out skin tone. And even though the vast majority of my patients tolerate vitamin C very well and have had great success with it in their routine, I do have a subset of patients who do not tolerate vitamin C well, but are still looking for those benefits. So when I'm looking for alternatives to offer to vitamin C, I'm really thinking about something that's for sure going to have protective antioxidant benefits, but also has maybe bonus points for helping with things like pigmentation. Let's get into them. Number 1, and certainly the one I recommend the most often when someone tells me that vitamin C hates their skin, is niacinamide. Niacinamide is a form of vitamin B3, and it is one of the most versatile, well-researched skincare ingredients out there. Not only does it work as an antioxidant to reduce free radical damage, but it also helps strengthen the skin barrier. It's anti-inflammatory, it helps with oil control, and it can minimize the appearance of your pores. If that wasn't enough, it also helps brighten the skin and reduce hyperpigmentation by blocking the transfer of melanin to the surface of your skin. So unlike most hyperpigmentation topicals that work by blocking the production of pigment, niacinamide works by blocking the delivery of pigment because of its effects on oil production and its anti-inflammatory properties. I particularly like niacinamide for people who are acne prone. It also plays beautifully with pretty much anything else in skincare. Whether that's alpha hydroxy acids, retinoids, sunscreens, niacinamide is basically everyone's BFF. This ingredient is most studied at a 2 to 5% concentration, but in my experience and in a lot of dermatologists' experience, that benefit doesn't top out at 5%. There are higher concentrations of niacinamide that are incorporated into skincare that can be very beneficial, especially when you're thinking about oiliness and reducing the appearance of pores. The other thing to keep in mind is niacinamide is already incorporated into a lot of skincare ingredients. You'll find it in sunscreens and moisturizers and brightening serums, so you don't necessarily need to seek out a specific niacinamide step in your routine, but I'm gonna give you a couple of options. I really love the KRX Niacinamide 15 serum. This has 15% niacinamide, and for people who are really oily and struggling with a lot of texture, I think this is an amazing standalone serum to be layered within a routine. I am also a big fan of the La Ropo's Mela B3 serum, which has 10% NYONamide. That texture is a little bit richer. It almost feels like a lightweight lotion rather than a true serum. So I like it for more mature or dry skin. And because it not only contains niacinamide, but also Mel, which is a patented pigment fighting ingredient from L'Oreal, it's particularly good if people are trying to fight pigmentation by incorporating niacinamide in a higher concentration within their routine. Okay, number 2, and I feel like this one doesn't really get as much love in the Western skincare conversation, but green tea extract is amazing, and particularly its active compound EGCG. And on a skincare label, you will see this listed as Camellia sinensis. EGCG is a polyphenol and a potent antioxidant. And there's even some data to suggest that it might be better at neutralizing free radicals than vitamin C and vitamin E. And it's also much more stable. So it doesn't oxidize or go bad sitting in your skin in care. Beyond antioxidant activity, EGCG is also anti-inflammatory, which makes it very good for redness-prone or easily irritated skin. And there's some emerging research that shows that it can help regulate sebum and has some mild photoprotective effects. So it's going to boost the efficacy of your sunscreen. So it won't replace your sunscreen, but it can add an extra layer of defense. So while I think of niacinamide as being optimal for acne-prone and oily skin, I really think of EGCG or green tea extract as being optimal for those that have sensitive or redness-prone skin. And unlike vitamin C, which is usually a standalone serum or step in your skincare routine, I would look for EGCG or green tea extract to be incorporated into something you're already using. So for example, it is in one of my absolute favorite moisturizers of all time for sensitive skin, the Tatcha Indigo Overnight Repair Serum. I once heard this moisturizer described as a vanilla pudding texture, and now I can't unhear and see that. But it is such a calming, beautiful moisturizer that I usually recommend using in a nighttime skincare routine, as the name of the product suggests. And it has this beautiful EGCG in there as well. You can also find green tea extract in one of my favorite sunscreens of all time, the Beauty of Chosen Rice and Probiotics SPF 50. I recommend that sunscreen all the time. And although I did not specifically seek that sunscreen out or fall in love with it because it has that antioxidant, that is absolute bonus points. Another antioxidant that I am a huge fan of and is a great option if you can't tolerate vitamin C is coenzyme Q10, also known as ubiquinone. And this is actually an antioxidant that our body produces naturally, but as we age and we're exposed to things like UV radiation, the natural coenzyme Q10 levels in our skin diminish and we lose its protective abilities. Now, in studies, topical coenzyme Q10 has not only been shown to protect cells from oxidative damage, but it's shown to support collagen and elastin production and reduce the appearance of fine lines. It also has some evidence for protecting mitochondrial function in cells, but that is something that researchers are actively exploring. So for anyone who's watching, who's maybe in like the 35 and up crowd, who's maybe starting to think about anti-aging interventions and sort of doing the most, incorporating coenzyme Q10 into your routine can be highly beneficial. And even if you already use vitamin C in the morning, incorporating coenzyme Q10 in a nighttime routine can be a lovely complement. One of my favorites for this is the coenzyme Q10 serum from Timeless. This not only has the coenzyme Q10, but also has Metatrixyl 3000, which is probably the best anti-aging peptide. So you get a peptide, you get coenzyme Q10 in this really luxurious, non-irritating serum that you can use morning or night. It's also super affordable. And last, but definitely not least, I want to talk about resveratrol. If you've heard of this, it was because for a long time, people told you to drink red wine to help with aging, and that is because grapes have resveratrol. But instead of drinking another bottle of wine, maybe we just put resveratrol on our skin topically. Resveratrol is a polyphenol antioxidant that has been shown to activate a class of proteins called sirtuins. And these are essentially longevity proteins involved in DNA repair and cellular defense. That's a different mechanism than most antioxidants, which is what makes Veratrol a little bit special. And there's also good evidence to show that Veratrol can also be complementary to other antioxidants in your routine and help them work better. And really all skin can benefit from resveratrol. It's very well tolerated. It calms the skin. I like incorporating it in a nighttime skincare routine, but it's one of those things that I would not seek out a specific resveratrol serum, but if I have a serum that's also hydrating or plumping my skin, I would love if I could sneak a little resveratrol into it. For example, the Codly Resveratrol Lift. It's one of my favorite serums for anti-aging that does not have retinol in it. I recommend it all the time to my patients who are pregnant or trying to conceive, or maybe just want something to boost the efficacy of the retinoid that they're already using. And I also really love the Allies of Skin Betlucan and Resveratrol serum. I actually talked about it at the end of 2025 as one of my favorite launches of the year for a hydrating serum that also has resveratrol in it. Okay, let's land the plane. I'm gonna give you a quick cheat sheet. Niacinamide is gonna be your ride or die if vitamin C broke you out, if you are oily or you are acne prone. Green tea, super stable, good for calming, reducing redness, perhaps some photoprotective benefits as well, rather than a standalone product. Look for it to be incorporated into something you're already gonna use in your routine, like a moisturizer or a sunscreen. CoQ10, think of it as the longevity antioxidant. Great if you're trying to tackle signs of aging. You can use it as a standalone serum, but it's also often incorporated into moisturizers. It not only gives you oxidative protection, but it's going to help with collagen synthesis, elastin production, and fine lines and wrinkles. And then there's resveratrol, which is great for long-term aging prevention and is going to be very complementary to any other antioxidants in your routine. Also, when it comes to these antioxidants, you don't have to pick just one. They play nice together. So if you have different antioxidants in different parts of your skincare routine, that's awesome. If this video was helpful or you learned something new, I would love if you could give it a like. It helps other people who would benefit from this content find it. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, come on, join the community. I would love to know in the comments what your favorite antioxidant is and why. I read all of my comments. Thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you in my next video.